Good morning, Illini. Welcome to Season 2 of GMI.
We have planned a great show for you guys today. We have some of our more popular segments back, and we've created a couple more.
So let's get this started.
Good morning, Illini.
Good morning, Illini. We are so happy to have you back for Season 2 of GMI. We have a ton of new faces here on the staff, including my co-anchor, Zack Caparelli.
It's really good to be here, Jillian. I'm really excited to get involved with GMI this year, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
We're so glad you're here. You were with us last semester, but you were busy.
I was pretty busy, so I did a few segments here and there, but I'm glad to give this my full-time commitment and make the best show possible. So
I'm glad he's prioritized us. So happy. Well, we have plenty on the show for you today, so we're going to start this season with our newest segment called the Daily Chat. Our friends over at the Daily Illini have covered plenty throughout the week, revolving around like the news stories on campus.
Yeah, so one of those stories is actually the Illini Inn and its renovations that are going to be happening.
Yeah, and you know what, it really threw me off. I was not expecting that entire building to be gone. Illini Inn is entirely gone.
It's completely demolished. It was demolished over the summer. I was talking to my friend who used to work there. It was a big safety concern thing. It wasn't that they wanted to get rid of the tradition, which was a big concern for a ton of people, I feel like.
Yeah, well, the alumni, I mean, it had a huge thing.
Yep.
My parents both went to grad school here, and they remember very fond memories at not only Illini Inn, but at Second Story Pizza as well.
Oh, I'm sure. Which, speaking of pizza, that brings us to our next story, and that is that Slice Factory is opening on...
I know, we keep thinking it's Pizza by the Slice.
Yeah,
it's
Pizza by the Slice is the slogan of the place,
yes,
which finally U of I students can finally get their late night pizza. So,
thank goodness. Well, if Second Story's gone.
Second Story's gone, Antonio's gone, so students are finally able to get their pizza. It looks really nice.
It does look good. It's over on Green Street. It's right by the corner of Green and Wright, like on that side. So yeah, it looks really good. Super excited to try that. It looks like they have some new, new types of toppings and whatnot.
Oh, so all right. Well, we'll have to check it out.
It should be fun, yeah. And then that other thing that we have going on this week that's been, in and around campus is the Business Career Fair.
Career Fair is huge. Yep. So I've been talking to tons of people. My roommate, he's been going, and I have friends who aren't even in business majors who actually are able to go to this.
I love about it. And that's the other thing. Businesses need so much of everything. It's not just business. So you've got the PR stuff, you got the tech. It's exciting to see, and just how supportive everyone is.
I think this is one of the times that you see people, especially across majors, they're talking about the different jobs they're getting, and it sounds like everyone's really supporting each other,
Totally. Absolutely. Well, we're so grateful for the Daily Illini for covering those stories.
Well, this past weekend was very exciting for some of the women on campus that participated in Sorority Rush.
Yes, bid day was Monday, and GMI's very own Marissa Sulek was there for some reactions. She also is the Pan-Hellenic Council president, which is awesome. So we definitely have the exclusive scoop for you guys here on GMI.
University of Illinois sorority bid day is mesmerizing for all, but why? Is it the chants, the loads of glitter? Or is it the hugging of complete strangers? All this can only be experienced during the renowned bid day. Recruitment itself is unexpected.
No, the first day I walked into the house, the girl started banging on the walls. I almost hit back in my chair because I was like, I have no clue what's going on right now. So
she's not kidding.
I've been really freaking out all day, but I just need to relax. I remember my husband yelling at me all day to relax, calm down, it's gonna be fine, but it's been hard.
The most difficult part? Waiting until 5:30 p.m. to open your bid cards. Once women enter Follinger Auditorium, they are on the edge of their seats waiting for their bid cards. Seconds before the women open their bids, they are instructed to wave their bids in the air before slashing them open. Now let's take a moment to discuss the different reactions. We have the immediate embracers, the urgent texters, and the BFF where you adders. Awaiting the new members are the seniors too. Yep, you called it. Scream, hug, and run back to their new home.
just like to say #trust the process because you really have to. Yeah, no kidding.
After 4 years of sorority recruitment, I could not agree more. Trust the process, and everyone will find the challenge a call.
Great job to Marissa on that one.
Yeah, it was
because,
awesome.
You know, I can guarantee you that's busy.
I'm sure,
So-
and she honestly put her own little perspective on there, and it's great to see someone like from the inside reflecting on it.
I agree. Well, in other news, the campus ice arena recently held its grand reopening to unveil its latest and greatest renovations.
GMI's James Boyd was there with families and students and laced up their skates to hit the ice.
First built in 1931, the Illinois Ice Arena was closed for almost the entire summer to undergo major renovations. Despite keeping campus and community members out of the only ice arena in the Champaign-Urbana area, new campus recreation director Marcus Jackson believes the reopening was well worth the wait.
We've closed down for about 5 months to get some new flooring, new lighting, paint, new office furniture, and some other amenities in here.
Students and families came to the facility for free food, games, and of course, skating. Attendees were able to test out the fresh ice, which is backed by a brand new refrigeration system. Jackson hopes this improvement, along with the others, will bring more people into the facility throughout the year. While that remains to be seen, it is clear that campus recreation has gotten off to a strong start. It's been over an hour since the ice arena's grand reopening. People are still coming in to test out the new renovations. Vaughn Bruno has worked at the ice arena for 1 year and says that the renovations will not only benefit students, but also the local community.
Families are always the main priority that we take care of. You know, college students can usually know their way around campus rec, but families and kids, you know, they really like having us help them out, especially with like birthday parties and stuff like that.
Bruno believes the reopening is just the beginning of a revitalized year for the ice arena. Jackson shares those same feelings, and although he is still getting used to a new campus, he is looking forward to the future of Illinois campus recreation.
It's been exciting. It's been a great opportunity to work with new staff, head towards making this department one of the foremost in the country.
Jackson knows it is unrealistic to expect such a huge turnout every Friday night at the ice arena, but hopes that many first-time attendees will make a return. In Champaign, I'm James Boyd, UI7 News.
Such a great turnout there. I kind of want to go skate now, like really badly.
Jill, I've seen your skating skills, and I think you should probably stay off the ice for, you know, your safety.
Well, it makes sense considering when I stopped by the Fighting Illini men's hockey team practice, I did not step foot on that ice, thank goodness.
Well, let's check out Jillian's exclusive interview with the hockey team, and don't worry, she doesn't fall on the ice like she keeps saying.
Good Morning Illini, I'm Jillian Kaehler, and we were lucky enough to get a sneak preview of the opening of the ice arena here on the UIUC campus. The Illinois hockey team is right behind me, and they are preparing for tonight's game against MSU.
The Illinois men's hockey team will take the ice tonight for their first official game of the 2017 season. Coach Nick Fabrini leads the team for his 6th season as head after Illinois finished 13th in the ACHA men's D1 rankings last year. Center player Eric Cruikshank is clearly excited for the new renovations, despite his team member not taking this interview seriously.
So obviously, this rink's been around for... Dude, come on, they're actually filming. No, it's exciting. This rink's been around for a long time, and they haven't done any new renovations in over 20 years. So to just get the boards redone and kind of liven up the place gives it a fresh look. I think a lot of people are excited about it. I think moving forward as a team, I think we're excited about it. It's a new look, new fresh look for our year. So we're pretty excited about it.
Senior defense player Joey Caprio is glad the university put in such good work to their arena.
Obviously, the school and the campus has given us a lot of incentive to do better, and we want to reward everyone. We want to get more fans out here. We want to put on a good show and keep people coming back.
The Fighting Illini will take on the Michigan State Spartans tonight, with tickets starting at $5.
Well, we wish them the best of luck as they take on the Spartans tonight. It should be a good game.
It should, and you know there is no football game this weekend, so if you do want to go to an Illinois sporting event, this may be the one to go support right now.
That is so true. And, you know, if we're not doing anything with football, which is kind of a bummer, it means we're going to need to check out this weather.
Yes, we definitely are. So looking at the weather right now, it's really, really hot and humid, and it seems like it's going to stay like that throughout the weekend.
It is, yeah, it is a scorcher out there. And what's so funny is that it's fall today, literally the first day of fall, and it is 92 degrees. So.
Yep, and don't let those low temperatures confuse you. It still is rather humid at night, so 65 may sound pleasant, but, you know, maybe don't wear that. It's muggy. That's the perfect word to describe it.
So I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, for right now, it's pretty crazy. But after the break, Zach is going to review this past summer in the box office, including the new king of horror.
And later, we bring back our open mic segment. Here's a sneak peek at John Balch. Sarah and I were talking about how he's just so nice yesterday.
Our love gets better every day.
Our friendship has no religion.
Love is about who you are and not what you are.
I don't see a wheelchair. I see the love of my life.
Our love is greater than anyone's hate.
Your son wants to get a cat, but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals 25.
Good job!
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same. Do you A, hire a tutor?
For the first time, yes.
Bonjour.
It has passed The Exorcist as the
the movie. Let's clarify.
All right.
The movie.
All right. It's passed The Exorcist as the highest-grossing horror movie of all time. It is expected to clear over $270 million by the end of this weekend. The sewer-dwelling clown is also the highest-grossing Stephen King adaptation, surpassing The Shining. Last weekend, of course, if you adjust for inflation, The Exorcist would still be way ahead, as it would have been worth more than $1.2 billion today. While it is receiving rave reviews, it isn't the only movie worth checking out this weekend. In fact, I found 2 movies from this summer that are still playing in the theaters for you to see. Is an action drama that revolves around the evacuation of British soldiers from France during World War II. The film, which is directed by Christopher Nolan, offers 3 perspectives of the war, from land, air, and sea. Right off the bat, the sound editing in this movie is incredible. And even the calmest scenes in the movie left me feeling anxious. There's not a ton of dialogue in the movie, which means the mostly novice cast got no real time to shine.
I'm not going back. There's no hiding from this sun.
Veteran actor Thomas Hardy has the best performance of the movie, but even he has only a few lines.
He's coming back round!
However, this didn't affect my overall opinion on the movie. The story of war was still told well, and I'd argue that this might be the most real account of war I've seen on film to date. The cinematography of the movie is also extremely well done. Shot with IMAX cameras, the movie actually used old planes from World War II, meaning that every flyover, explosion, and crash were very much real, with a minimum amount of CGI being added to the movie. Overall, the movie is one of the best to come out of 2017, and you can still see it at AMC Champaign this weekend. I give Dunkirk a 9.5 out of 10. Next up, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Good evening, Peter. You have 576 possible web shooter combinations.
That is awesome.
The 16th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe follows a young Peter Parker after the events of Captain America Civil War. Robert Downey Jr. returns as Tony Stark, or Iron Man, who serves as Peter Parker's guide to being a superhero.
That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you. We're not there yet. All right, kid. Good luck out there.
Having Spider-Man be a freshman in high school adds to some interesting and relatable moments by viewers of all ages, as well as a nice change of pace in the Marvel Universe.
I'm just kidding, I don't care. Bye.
While not my favorite Marvel movie to date, Spider-Man Homecoming is entertaining, well-written, and has a good enough plot to keep it on par with other Marvel movies.
I'm working on? Not bad. Oh God, this feels so strange.
Although Downey Jr.'s character can be irritating at times, it does not lower the overall quality of the movie.
The world's changing, boys. It's time we change too.
Spider-Man Homecoming is playing at both AMC Champaign and Goodrich Savoy this weekend. I give Spider-Man Homecoming an 8.5 out of 10.
Zach, you did a great job with that.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Those movies are honestly really worth checking out. I really enjoyed both of them.
I just have two things about both, or one about each.
Okay.
Did Harry Styles sing?
No, he did not.
And why are they still making Spider-Mans? I thought we had multiple in the last literally 5 years.
Yeah, that's something that I kind of have a complaint with too. However, the way that Marvel's doing it, I think it's flowing really well, so I'm not going to complain right now.
I mean, more movies, more box office hits. So.
Exactly, you can't complain.
There you go. Well, you know, Elnora was this past weekend, and then we have Pygmalion Fest this weekend around the Champaign-Urbana area. And I actually just got my tickets last night for Bad Bad Not Good's show tonight. So that should be super fun.
I'm sure that'll be a lot of fun, actually.
It's just in the streets of Champaign.
Okay.
It should be nice.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then last night, actually, Pygmalion featured Demo, which was an evening filled with everything from wearables, 3D printing, and some man-made instruments. GMI staffer Erica Finke was able to take a try at a familiar instrument.
And then all the black dots are on F sharp. So you can F sharp. Yeah, this is all F sharp.
This is all F sharp. Oh, so it looks like a piano.
Yeah. So on the lowest end, you have the lowest octave. And as you go up,
you're
right. And then so it's all octaves of what we normally have a giant piano.
Right. Oh, so this is kind of just like a mini one.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Are these minis?
They're synthesized.
Okay, yeah, can I try?
Oh, that is so cool.
That was awesome. We're so excited to have Erica on our team this semester, and she did such a great job. She was literally there within seconds.
Yeah.
And was just playing.
Exactly. We
She's
found out
now
about
part
this.
Of Pygmalion.
Exactly. She is part of Pygmalion. She's one of the artists, actually.
Yeah, she is. So good. And the noise that thing made, I was just like.
Honestly, the way that music works nowadays, with the way that electronic music is actually moving in general, so the sounds that they can make is pretty incredible. So. There's no limit nowadays.
Well, and that's the other thing I love about Pygmalion is the varied and diverse amount of artists that they bring in, because they have the more popular ones. You know, you were saying Vince Staples came a couple years ago, which is really cool. And then you know they have the other stuff, so that's awesome. Well, speaking of music, one of our favorite segments from last season was our open mic, where we invite local musicians in to give us a private performance here in the studio.
That's right, and here we are kicking off this season with John Balch playing "The Stars Keep Calling My Name."
Well, honey, the stars keep on calling my name. But don't you worry, 'cause I told you again and again. Feeling down, you're always the first one to know. Well, I go, I take you wherever I go. Well, I just wanna know. Well, I just wanna know. Well, honey, this town's really taking its toll. But don't you worry, I'm through feeling this old. When I'm down, you're always the first just on my mind. Let's go out and see what we find. 'Cause I just wanna know. Well, I just wanna know. Well, I just wanna know. Well, I just wanna know.
It is time to take another look at our weekend forecast.
It has been a hot week, as we keep saying, and like we keep emphasizing, it's only going to stay hot the entire weekend.
I know, look at those highs. It's not even letting up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is hot for me, and you know, I'm from Miami, and I'm used to this heat, or so I keep telling myself, and it seems like I'm not. I don't know what it is about the Midwest heat.
I mean, you come up here and you expect it to not be as similar to Fort Lauderdale area, and then it's even worse. So.
Yeah, but hey, you got to make the best of it.
You sure do.
We'll be back after this break.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah.
Bro? Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Well, with tons of freshmen experiencing Illinois for the first time, many may fall trick to certain rumors. GMI Sera Olin went out to see if freshmen can take the difference or tell the difference between fact and fiction.
Good morning, Illini. I'm Sarah Olin, and here at the Eikenberry Commons to see if freshmen know the difference between Illini fact and fiction. Dating back to the turn of the century, faculty and staff have reported the English building to be haunted. Fact or fiction?
Fiction. Fact. That's a fact.
True. Fact.
That one's a fact. Several people at the University of Illinois have reported seeing a female ghost in the English building. A female student did drown in the basement pool of the building back when it was a woman's building. Underwater basket weaving is one of the hardest classes at Illinois to sign up for due to high demand.
False.
No.
No, I think CS 498. That's got to be the biggest in demand.
That's rough.
Fact.
Fiction. Are you? Abe Lincoln statue at Lincoln was once stolen during finals week, and students protested not having their good luck.
Fiction.
Oh, it's got to be true. That's fiction. No.
Nah.
That's fiction.
That's true. That's so true.
Fact. Yeah?
God, that just sounds like something that would happen here.
I think it's too heavy. I don't think students are motivated enough to.
That's true.
Yeah, wow. In 1979, the bust of Lincoln was stolen from Lincoln Hall and found by a tree stump at the Florida Avenue Residence Hall. In Lincoln's place was a sticky note that said, "Gone for a walk." Wasatch was voted the #1 dorm in the country.
bet it was fact.
Fact.
Fiction.
You're right. Not yet. Not yet, at least. Illinois actually imported squirrels to the campus.
No, that's false.
Fact.
Fact.
True as well.
Fiction.
That one's a fact.
What?
That is actually a fact.
Whoa!
The University of Illinois Board of Trustees ordered squirrels on July 6, 1901, after a professor reported there was a short supply on the quad. There are secret underground tunnels that people can take to classes during the winter.
That's fact as well.
No. Fiction. No. False. Fiction.
And yeah, I know, right? That'd be so awesome. The Morro Plaza is the most important experimental farmland in the Western Hemisphere.
I'm gonna go with fiction again.
Fact.
No, I'm not gonna say so.
I think it's the most important to me.
The Morro Plats are the second oldest experimental agricultural land in the world and the oldest in the Western Hemisphere, making it one of the most important and valuable. Looks like some freshmen knew more than others. Now back to you guys.
I loved that. That was
yeah,
amazing.
It was, I went out with Sarah to film that, and it was a lot of fun.
I know you filmed those squirrels.
Yeah,
Amazing
I did film those
shots.
squirrels, so I think it's so funny that we actually brought the squirrels here.
I know.
So it was just one of those professors literally was on the quad and was like, there's not enough wildlife out here, I guess, and literally just sent a letter to the president of the university, and they were like, you know what? There aren't enough squirrels here.
And now there are
so many squirrels.
I've seen some without tails, and they just look like rats.
Oh.
And it's very, and I don't know why they don't have tails.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
I remember when I was a freshman, actually, I heard one of those rumors about those underground tunnels. And so we had to do our research because we wanted to know, is that fact or fiction?
Yeah.
And it turns out that those underground tunnels do exist, but they're steam tunnels.
So they're not for
students. They're really hot down there. If
Yeah.
anything, you'd probably be more upset walking through those than actually in the winter to class.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, but I remember seeing the map in the U of I Facebook freshman group. We've all been in that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I just remember the only thing I heard and the only thing I ever did was rub the nose of Lincoln
Yeah.
before a test because I had my Atmos 100 class in there freshman year. And before I took that test on severe weather, rubbed it, and I was like, I think I did well. But I studied also. Lincoln's nose didn't just do it.
I got an exam grade back this morning and I got an 80, and I think if I would have rubbed his nose, that nose is so worn down.
So worn down.
So many students do it here. It's
Yeah.
part of the culture.
Yeah.
So maybe next time before I take an exam, I got to be more well prepared.
Well, maybe as seniors, we got to figure out some more fact or fiction stuff. to
Maybe
see
we
if
do ourselves before we
if
actually
we even
graduate.
learned anything throughout these 4 years.
Besides the Morro Plots, of course.
Besides the Morro Plots. All comes back to the Morro Plots.
Exactly.
Well, it is time to take our final look at our weather forecast for this weekend.
As we keep mentioning to you guys, it is hot. So please bring a
so
water
hot.
bottle out during the day. If you're going out, put on some sunscreen. There's going to be tons of sun out. And you don't want to be dehydrated. You're going to be uncomfortable probably no matter what. So try and make the best of it with what you're given.
I know. I'm going to assume a lot of people are going to be out and about this weekend, just hanging out, enjoying this weather. I don't know if it's going to be like the last bout of summer or what, but I mean, it is just so hot.
Exactly. And if
So-
you're going to Pygmalion, for sure.
I know. So are you doing anything this weekend? Because I know today's kind of a special day.
It is my birthday today.
Zack Caparelli's birthday.
But more importantly, it is the first day of fall.
That's literally not more importantly.
You guys didn't have to. Do I
Happy
blow it
birthday.
out? There's no candle.
There's no candle, and the Dunkin' Donut person put it in upside down, so it's all
Oh, you didn't make
smushed.
this.
I
thought you made this.
did not make this donut. I'm
Oh.
so sorry.
Well,
Happy birthday, Zach.
Thank
Here's
you.
a donut. Is it good?
It's very good.
Good.
I don't know what I would do
know.
without you.
Why would they put it upside down? The chocolate upside down.
I don't know.
I just don't understand.
Well, luckily for you, you got my favorite type of donut, right?
Good.
So
Good.
I really.
So I do have a serious question.
Yes.
Though. You're 22.
Yes.
So how are you feeling? Because I know people say that's a sad time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm ending my fun, youthful career. I don't feel like Taylor Swift, that's for sure.
We could play that song. Control Room director.
No,
play that
no,
song?
we're good without that. I think the world would be okay without that. So
Sorry, the old Taylor's dead.
the old Taylor is dead. How could we forget that? So actually, haven't watched that music video, and I'm very much okay without it.
Well, I'm glad. I mean,
Yes.
it's still an exciting day. It's
Well,
still another year of life. That's
Yep.
so exciting.
And I'm here with my friends at GMI. What else more could you ask for? Except
What
for maybe
else
like 2
more?
more hours of sleep. But hey, you can't have it all.
Besides that and donuts.
Exactly.
I got my Z cap. We're all good. Well, that is our show, you guys. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in.
We'll be back next Friday at 9 a.m.
So let's make it a great day.
And good morning, Illini.